I'll just be a few moments. It's hard navigating the real world with just a teeny tiny little corner to look out of. There we go. And you have to hold your head at a weird angle. Wait, did I not start you up? There you go. Okay. So we've got audio and audio. Just got to give you guys video. That's running here. And it's running. Okay, and the chats. Chats are up and running. And let's get back to work on this lovely ivory tower that I'm building. Actually, limestone, but it looks ivory. And I'll probably at some point take a walk. Because that just seems like the thing to do. There we go. My hand seems weird. It works, but my real hand is here. This hand is in the right spot. So let's just go. Because this opens in the right spot. Let's just go back. Reload. Let's try that again. That one's on. That one's on. Okay. Not sure why that's happening now. It's a little odd, and nothing has changed in the actual game, so I have no idea. Not like that's really a new state of being for me, but hey. Just feels so weird
Blind
with
Neil.
the handoff by that much.
Welcome to my channel. Blind Neil. Yo.
Hey, Neil. So I logged in with a little bit of a bug. I'm going to put my hands together. There, my two controllers are touching. Not sure why. Nothing has changed. So today the plan is I'm going to start by doing a couple of more floors on this, and then, well, considering I can barely see anything from the top, I'm going to have to go down and walk around for a while. So I think that's going to be what I'm going to do for a good chunk of this stream later. I do want to get at least 2 stories left on this building, or 2 stories done on this building. Maybe more. Oops. Yeah. How are you dead already? I just rebooted yesterday. I don't need to do it again, do I? Also, when I go for my walk, I'm going to be mainly concentrating, other than just expanding my territory, I'm going to be concentrating on, excuse me, looking for the rare dyes. Primarily the rainbow, which is the most rare, followed by blue. And I'm out of blocks. Which way do I want to go? Jumping off the building. I think it's this way. There it is, yep. Woo! Oh yeah, and I'm thinking of grabbing some sand while I'm out there too. Oh, this might be difficult. Alright, give me a second. I'm going to reboot the game. I just don't want to mess up the stream, so I'm going to put you back on the wait screen. Okay, so I'm going to exit the game. Actually, I shouldn't do it that way. I should do it this way. It might just be Steam that's actually messing up as usual. As we found by listening to Mermaid. Alright, everything's okay now. My controllers are where they should be. Let's give this another shot. Okay, my hands are lined up. And we're back in. So my hands are lined up here. So let's jump back in that world and see if my hands are still where they should be. Hey, my hands are back. But my finger won't extend. Anyway, we're back. My hands are where they should be. Crafting, crafting, crafting. All I do is crafting. Craft this, craft that. Crafty, crafty, crafty. Okay, I think I might be going slightly crazy. Only slightly. But if you do the starting point, you might be concerned. Anyway. Really good at catching those guys. So I'm on like season 25 of the 26 seasons of the original Doctor Who. Only that one doctor with the awesome scarf has ever had canine. What's her name left before canine was discontinued, and I don't recall her leaving with a version of canine. So how did she have canine when she was in the new Doctors?
Mermaid Lullaby. Welcome to my channel. Mermaid Lullaby. What up?
Hey mermaid, how's it going? Why do I always pick the bad ones to build? It always takes so long.
Blind Neil. Sarah Jane took K9 with her.
Oh, she did take one of the versions?
Mermaid Lullaby. It's going. Grinning Face took a break from games today.
What was that about the guy
Neil.
buying the
And
game?
the Scarf Doctor is Tom Baker.
That's it. Yeah, he's the awesomest. I think this Doctor in 25 is 24, 25, and 26 is what killed the Doctor series. That and the usual bad BBC planning. What's really funny is watching the Doctor Who's in the 80s and seeing the actors that played in Red Dwarf. I've already spotted like 6 of them, I think.
Blind Neil. He was Teague longest Doctor.
Yeah.
Mermaid Lullaby. So in my last stream I shot a deer in the butthole and clipped it.
Oh, okay.
Shared it in my diabetes Discord server. Friend bought it based on that clip.
Nice. I was wondering what the poop shoot thing was. A few more minutes of this and we'll get some of those limestone bricks because they're nice and cheap. 4 stone and a green dye for a stack of 50. 7, I think I can do one more. Boom. Had a really funny thing when I started. If I put my 2 hands together, this hand wasn't reacting to any of this, and it was up here. I was like, yeah, I can live with that right up until I came to craft. Oh, couldn't live with it with crafting. Saw somebody started a giveaway on Reddit today and then deleted the post. I was like, oh. One more.
Mermaid Lullaby. I saw that. Maybe the giveaway concluded.
In 6 hours? The thing said posted 6 hours ago when I saw it. I was like, oh, that's weird. Maybe they realized it wasn't keys or something like that. I don't know. I mean, there are keys, but I did my giveaway. I said, hey, friend me, and I'll send you a purchase copy.
Mermaid Lullaby. Oh yeah, people tend to run these for short periods of time for some reason.
I think I ran mine for a little long. But the only posts in there was a guy asking about the game and Chibi saying I'm biased because I've got 350 some hours in it. And up and up and up I go. Anybody dizzy yet? I think I'm starting to get dizzy. Ooh, finally there. Wow. So I think the plan is I'm going to empty my inventory. Then we'll go wander. Go build some mountains and give me some terrain to look at when I'm at the top of my tower, looking down on all the little people. It'll be fun watching the orcs try and get to me up here. Too big, too dumb, too ugly, can't do it, haha. Then I get a smack in the back of the head. Oh, I had a spot for one to spawn. Oops.
Mermaid Lullaby. Do you run stabilization software for streaming, or are you secretly just a chicken?
What do you mean stabilization software? Which I guess should make the answer no, but all I run is OBS, Firefox, and the game, and Steam. Mind you, I do have Edge open with like 7 instances, maybe 10 instances of Edge.
Mermaid Lullaby. It looks pretty smooth to me, not a lot of shakiness, LMAO.
I will attribute most of the lack of shakiness to stuff that Stone Bricks has done to the game. The only time you'll see me shaking is like this is if I'm cold or I'm hungry. Or I'm really mad. But you should never see me really mad because I log out and all that before I get that frustrated. At least I try to. And my 15-year-old trackball thanks me for that. It's very hard to throw these controllers. I'd probably dislocate my shoulder before I actually launched one of these controllers anywhere. Maybe it's because I use the mirror to stream from. I don't stream from the headset. Maybe that has something to do with the steadiness of everything for you. I did use the stream, like the visor plugin to stream, but I didn't like the fact that everything on my headset came through clear to everybody watching. So, you know, if I get too close to my edges, the camera kicks in and I can actually see stuff around me. I didn't think people needed to see my room. With me 5'11", and my play space only 2.1 by 2.1 meters, I felt it was best. When you stream, do you use the headset or do you use the mirror?
Mermaid Lullaby. That's not a small play space TBH.
Well, I mean, I know I hear from other people that they barely have enough room to stand up to play their VR games, but every time
Mermaid Lullaby.
I reach out,
I use the headset. I tried using the mirror, but I need a separate streaming PC to make that work out well.
I got a 3rd gen Ryzen 7 with RTX 2070 Super, 32 gigs. Why aren't you charged? Where's my other crystal? You're not charged either. Blast! Charge! Fine. I'll do it that way. More than one way to skin those cats. But there is only one right way.
Mermaid Lullaby. Ryzen 7 5800 and an RTX 3060 Ti for me, LOL.
And you should be able to stream just as smooth as mine is. So yeah, my 7 instances of Edge plus upwards of 20 tabs per instance. That's why I told you once upon a time to minimize your other browser tabs and everything else, because I was looking to save resources without having to reboot every time. So I turned on the resource monitor, and as I minimized each of those windows, it's like, where did the resources? Wow, I got stuff. It was just a hope that that minimizing them would do the same job as turning them off. So I didn't want to have to save all my tabs or reboot every time I wanted to play.
Blind Neil. Wow, Edge the new exploder, LOL.
It's not that bad. I mean, I've taken Chrome, I've taken Edge, and I've taken Firefox, and the 3 of them are all equally gluttonous hogs. None of them are actually easy on your memory and other resources. So I'm just like, you know what? Hell with it. Chrome's getting a little nasty now, so I'm not too keen on using that. I use DuckDuckGo for my searches. How am I doing resource-wise? We're getting there.
Blind Neil. I used Edge for YT for a little. Was slower than Chrome.
So far, the only website that I've had any issues with on with Edge is very, very recently, like the last 3 or 4 days, Reddit. For the life of me, every time it refreshes, it says something went wrong and gives me an awful error page. And sometimes won't load up that page for a good 2 minutes. And I mean, if you've been on Reddit, the page should take half a second to load. And at that, the page loads like 7 or 8 pages.
Blind Neil. Now I use the apps when I can.
Yeah, I prefer the computer because the images are bigger, and I'm not a big fan of doing everything on my phone. Yeah, I'm an old fart. But then again, so is my phone. So that's why I don't feel like doing lots of stuff on it. I mean, how many of y'all rocking an S6? Because that's what I'm rocking these days. Hell, half the apps won't even load on that phone now. I go and it says, what the hell are you using? You know, we have this thing called upgrades, right? You might want to look into it. I'm like, yeah. Just trying. I need to find a nice phone that isn't coming off the line with, you know, half of whatever memory is allotted to me taken up by bloatware that I don't need, don't want, and never use, but is somehow inexorably tied to every core feature of the phone.
Blind Neil.
Like Facebook.
I was using my Nokia slide phone up until I got the Samsung G9.
Okay, you were using a dinosaur like close to what I'm using. Yeah, I just want a phone that, you know, isn't loaded with everything. I just want a base OS and Play Store. That's it. That's all I want on my phone. Base OS and Play Store. I can get everything else. For somebody who doesn't use Facebook, Instagram, and all that other...
You ain't gonna find it. Like you said, got to catch you up with the times.
Actually, I can find it. I can go for the Google Pixel, but it's going to cost me $800 to get the phone with none of that crap, and it's still going to have stuff loaded in that I don't want. Like, why? Why do I need Facebook on my phone? Why do I need Instagram, Snapchat, and all that stuff? It never gets turned on. It never gets even looked at. I have no accounts with no intention of ever getting an account. Yet for some reason, if I remove that, I break my phone. Also, I can always put a different distro on the phone. I have found a couple of distros, but they only work on like the Google Pixel sets.
Blind Neil. Those are optional. BS beat the phone LOL. Blind Neil. Break.
I might try and grab an old Pixel that I can get cheap, play around with putting a new OS on it, and then get a decent, up-to-date one and put an OS on it. Until then, my free hand-me-down is going to have to do me. And I can give Kender another up-to-date phone with a good OtterBox on it. That's what I did with my S4. Gave it to Kender. There's a battery on his, was it an S3 or an S2? I think it was an S2. Or an S3, whatever one. His battery was bulging and it wasn't allowing the case, like the actual case, to close. I was like, dude, you can't use a phone like that. That thing's gonna burst into flame on you one day. So 2 weeks later, I brought over my phone after I cleaned up the phone I got. And said, here, man, a real phone. That's not gonna burst into flames on you. And since he doesn't use apps or anything and his plan is only talk, perfect.
Blind Neil. One of the first things I did with the S9 was open developer tools, turn off some of the crap.
I usually don't get around to that until it's like, you have no more space in your hard drive. And I'm like, I installed 4 apps. You have no storage. Did he implement the shorter lifespan for the crystals already without telling us? It's not very nice. Okay, so I got 60 of those, and let's see. I think we'll be done after this floor. Or the next. I should probably be doing these walls two-handed, considering how I'm doing them. Doing the floors and ceilings, on the other hand, that's a one-hand job. Otherwise, it's way too confusing for my poor brain. That, and I don't have the same peripheral vision in this game that I do in real life. And there goes my granite. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Down to 38 torches in me. Nice. Done. I was hoping to jump off of here. You can let me jump off of here, right? Yeah. It's a drop. I've only got one block on me. I don't need any more. I don't need to drop it. Okay. I'll drop it here. No, I might need a block for something. Life is real now. Still gotta fix this stairwell. Everywhere you look, stairs. Oh yeah, that's right. I never changed this back to where it should be. Visuals. Under visuals, right? Night darkness. At least back to realistic. Maybe I'll fix that too. I'm already on Ultra. Interesting, where'd those lines come from? Looks like they're the floors. Just in front of them. Bonk. Is that kind of a shot? How about a headshot. Oh. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm looking for blue and rainbow dye as well. Sadly, by the time you guys see it and write it in that you've seen it, the speed I move, I'm long gone. I think I'll be regenerating some pre-generated land that's not in the instaload files. I don't truly know where my borders are because I had to remove my instaload files to do a test. This is an interesting tunnel system. It's not. It just kind of starts here and doesn't really go anywhere. Look at all those floating islands. Desert finger. Nice. Connects one desert to another. Okay, that's enough sand. For now. Guess I just got used to building on taller mountains. The tower seems pretty tall. Oh, they're not rainbows. You're the ones I was looking for. Why is my GPU going nuts out here? Okay. Why does looking at the ground make my GPU go crazy? If anything, it should be my CPU going crazy from generating. I can still see my tower.
Mermaid lullaby. I seem to have random GPU spikes like that too, I don't know.
Getting them on this world and getting them on the co-op world lets me know that it's not because I used cyubeEdit on my main world to move stuff from one world to another. I figured some of the glitchiness on my primary world was because I had built the castle in a different world and I didn't want to lose it. So I copied it over, found a nice place, copied it, and fit it in. But I get those same spikes over here, so I don't know. Might be something funky. If I go back to that exact same spot, well, as exact as I can get. Strong 90, no dips. Was around here, right? No, it was over here more. Oh, I'll see if I can find another spot like that. Just love how the generator works on this. The desert, it's just because it's all so clean and clear out here. Just, just follow the resonance of the arcs that it makes. It's just something else. And then the sound went away. For all these years, it's going to be so different when I'm looking around and see something other than the deer, the rabbits, the lizards. The lizards are still fairly new. It's going to be odd when there's actually monsters walking around. Hey, how'd you get into my game? I didn't make it multiplayer. Should probably grab some of these guys too. Don't you love how the green flowers just stand out? Seems like they're literally glowing. Oh, is that a rainbow or a blue? Blue. Don't want the world opening up underneath me. Maybe I'm just superstitious, but anytime I see a block like that and I'm picking flowers, I get concerned that I'm going to pick the ground away from me. Did I not grab you? Green flowers in this area. Bugs. Swat. Swat the fly, swat the fly. Stay around that sound long enough, you start feeling them crawling on you. My God, more green. My other world, it wasn't this prolific. What's kind of odd to me with the light is it's light outside of a radius of me. Or lighter outside of a radius. Oh, I'm in the desert. Those deer look creepy. See nothing. That's a big mountain. Yeah. Hey, here I'm going again. Super spiky. And it's getting worse. When I look up at the sky, boom, everything goes back to normal. Back at the ground, and everything goes from, let's see if I can see this here. Yeah, it goes from about halfway right to the top. Wondering if maybe it's generating and using the GPU. I'll get those blue flowers next time. One piece. Oh, look at that mountain. That one looks kind of neat. How did part of that not get generated? It is now. I can still see my tower. Let's go further. Finish that generation, that generation. Kind of freaky how the trees always pop in before the ground under them does.
Mermaid lullaby. Been lurking while doing some chores, that was chill lol.
I can still see my tower. It's disappearing into the mist, but I can still see it. Once I can't see it, I'll be about 200 chunks away. Then I can go into my INI file and change my view distance to like 300.
Mermaid lullaby. Wow, you've walked a long way.
Yeah, I can't see my tower anymore. Where'd my tower go? I see a mountain. Is that my tower? I think that's my tower there. Okay, so this is about the view distance. This is about 200 chunks. Right? Not lying to you here by setting me at 100? No, 200 chunks.
Blind Neil.
Boom.
Sent you 2 links: Sarah Jane Adventures Wiki and the Light Phone.
Okay. I'll check those out. Okay, so from here I'm going to go around.
Mermaid lullaby. Quietly wipes some smudge off her monitor that was obstructing the tower.
If you touch my monitor, you're putting a smudge there. I almost broke somebody's finger for trying to touch my monitor once. It was funny. One of those kids who technically is still under his parents' care. You know, he's 20-something, out on his own, but literally can't do anything without his
Mermaid
parents.
lullaby. The audacity of some people.
Yeah, and this was back with it was a little over $300, I think it was a 19-inch monitor. It had one of those anti-glare screens where if you touched it, it was screwed forever. Like there was no way to get the prints or smudges off. So he reaches forward to go and touch it, to point at something on the screen, and it's like, don't touch my monitor. And I grab his finger and I bend his hand back like that. Oh, the poor little boy squealed. And he's like, it's just a monitor. I'm like, yeah, a $300 monitor that I can't afford to replace. He couldn't grasp that concept of not having enough money to replace a monitor. That at the time was pretty damn expensive. Now you look at a $300 monitor and you look at that monitor and you're like, what the hell was that worth $300 for? Then again, I look at my old 486 that I helped my mom pay for. That was like, what, $2 grand?
Mermaid lullaby. Entitled Children Shaking My Head.
Yeah, pretty much. But I helped my mom by giving her like $2 grand to buy a computer, an IBM 486 compatible, or an IBM compatible 486. I think it was a DX2. It had the built-in math coprocessor. Yeah, we had something like 4 megs of hard drive space and 4 or 5K, 4K, 6K of RAM. Yeah, it was a pretty bleeding edge system when we got it. I've thrown away USB keys with more memory than that hard drive.
Mermaid lullaby. I remember those days, haha. Blind Neil. The IBM CRT 19-inch I have in the other room might be worth a small fortune to the right collector, LOL.
If it still works, yeah. Girlfriend's sad that one of her monitors is dying. It was a refurbished 22 inch. Yeah, I think it's 22 inch widescreen, refurbished, and she got it like, I want to say 10 or 12 years ago.
Blind Neil. Yeah, it works.
We got these refurbished monitors. I got two and she got one. Both of mine are gone, dead. Yet hers just chug right along, working to this day. Mind you, now she's afraid to turn it off because of the she's got these weird lines on it, weird lines starting. She's afraid if she turns it off that one day she won't be able to turn it back on again. This doesn't seem like a very bright idea to me, he says as he continues doing the not so bright idea.
Mermaid lullaby. I feel that fear.
Her new monitor, whatever new monitor she buys, may end up being much better than it, but I doubt it's going to have the lifespan of that one. She got the freak one. This way. Freak monitor that will not die. Okay, safely get down.
Mermaid lullaby. They don't make M like they used to.
Yeah, don't get me started on that. You don't want to let me down, do you? I can't reach. Oh, can I reach there? Can I reach there? I'll go down there. I can reach there. Haha. Ha! Question is which direction am I supposed to be going?
Blind Neil. Feels like the temp dropping, or the wind just chirped it.
I think we're supposed to get another coldish couple of days for the rest of this week. That wasn't such a bad idea. I survived, right? It's getting dark and I'm lost. Probably not that lost.
Blind Neil.
There it is.
Dropping down to -28 tonight. Fun times.
Oh yeah. The galaxy, the galaxy. Oh, oh. And I see our little green, little yellowish lights out in the desert. They're calling me. I should go and see them. Oh, is that my tower over there? Is that my tower? It's too bloody pixelated on my headset to see this far. No, that's just a cactus. Is that my home? No, cactus. How about that? Is that my home? Nope, cactus. There should be a mountain right there. I think I might want to climb up there.
Blind Neil. And this is why I don't travel hundreds of blocks from my base without leaving a clear trail, haha.
Clear trail? Ah, what kind of explorer leaves a clear trail behind them? I mean, what kind of idiot builds markers all along his path so he can easily find his way home? I mean, geez, come on, guys. I mean, I just got to walk on land that's already been generated. Eventually, I'll get home. Doesn't help when it tries to weather without my weather turned on. I find rain and the snow makes my eyes hurt, and the rain makes my computer hurt.
Blind Neil. I used torches and picked them up on the way back.
I generally try and run in circles, so that makes it a little difficult. But markers like Dave does that point back to home are always useful. But I mean, look, I got cloud cover. My rain and snow is set to never. Bloody pop-up bloody window. Problem with trying to use my other hand use this hand on this controller. Oh. It's just a mountain. And again, when I was playing Minecraft, I had that the web map thing running, so I just popped up a browser. That's where I am. That's where I'm going. Ooh, I should pick up these guys. I keep grabbing these. Okay, well, I know its home isn't that way. I'll have a whole road network eventually. And everything was good till I left my point of reference, as usual. Too many trees. Yeah, what they say, if at first you lose your house, just start building somewhere else. And plus, now that there's death, I can just kill myself, find out where home is, and come back. Maybe.
Blind Neil. Done that once or twice lol.
Well, I haven't died to find where I was yet. I'm just going to come back around this way. I want to get back to my tower. Need to get my spoils home.
Blind Neil. Can't you look in your settings or something and see the chords?
Yeah, but that's right here, but that only helps if I know where my chords started at. I'd have to go back a few streams to get those numbers. Because why would I look at my coordinates before I leave home? I do know I have to go that way. But where exactly I go that way, I don't know. Plus, I could always just fly home. I'd rather not do that right now. Pretty sure once I get around this corner, home
Mermaid lullaby.
should be that way.
Coords. What are we? Plebs. Peasants. Normies.
I don't like cords.
Blind Neil.
Every pair of cords I ever
LMAO.
wore ripped at my ass. I wasn't happy with that. And now we're cooking with gas.
Mermaid lullaby. Oh my god, ban, ha ha ha.
Home is that way. What I should do is when I get to the edge of my vision, find another mountain and build another tower there. See, there's the tower. So up there, I should build another tower. Or maybe I'll just go into my INI settings and change the view distance to like 300. I will strongly suggest you never put your LOD at your maximum view range. It's just begging to have your computer melt. What is that smell? What is supper?
Mermaid lullaby. Don't tell me what to do. Melts computer out of spite.
Hey, if you got a full 100% warranty, replacement warranty, go for it. See just how far you can push it.
Mermaid lullaby. I don't, I'm a poor bitch, took 2 years to save up for this rig LMAO.
I hear you there.
Mermaid lullaby. AM scared.
The only reason I got my Vive in 2018, or was it 2017, and the computer I had before this one, only reason I got that was from income tax. Multiple years of them not giving me the GST back. And when I say multiple years, I'm talking $3 grand.
Mermaid lullaby. AM. IM. TDS please. Mermaid lullaby. Damn.
Yeah. The headset costs $699 plus tax. And the computer before this one cost me $1,200. And it came into some more money, so I got rid of that computer and got the one I have now, which actually has decent hardware in it. And expandability too. And it's nice to go, how much RAM do I want to put in there? Not how many of the slots
Mermaid
am I allowed
lullaby.
to use?
My computer before this rig had a GTX 650. Put it together 10 years ago. Last year April I got the Quest 2, and in August/September got the new PC.
always nice when you get a new PC. I used to build them myself, but recently I've been like, you know what? I don't care. I'll let you build it, and I'll just take it home, turn it on, install the operating system, away I go.
Mermaid Lullaby. It was the best feeling, lol.
I liked it. I loved it when I got this one. I went to turn on the computer. I turned around to grab my pack of smoke so I could grab a smoke. And when I turned back, Windows was on the screen going, "Okay, put in your password." I was like, there's no way you had enough time to load. Then again, the install also blew my mind. Whoa! The install time was like nothing. I remember installs used to take like 2 hours. And as the hardware got better, it went down to an hour and a half and to an
Mermaid
hour.
Lullaby. With these GPU prices, it was cheaper to get a Lenovo pre-build. And I had the same reaction to Windows, ha ha ha, it's amazing. Blind Neil. This system fastest thing I ever owned.
There used to be a shadow moon. It was just a graphics glitch, but it was so cool.
Mermaid Lullaby. 2 hours? My Windows XP installs took twice that long, OMG. Mermaid Lullaby. It was a whole day's worth of installing and configuration.
Near the end, with some of the hardware I was installing on, I was getting Windows XP base install. No configs, no updates, just base install. I was getting that done in about a half hour, 45 minutes on some of the better hardware I was handed to install it on.
Blind Neil. Dell Precision 5810 Tower NVIDIA K2200 VID card, and 32 GB RAM.
Hey, you got the same amount of RAM as I do.
Mermaid Lullaby. Holy shit. Show off.
Ah! I crashed it. The game, it crashed it.
Mermaid Lullaby. No.
Well, I can't just leave it like that. I gotta get back to my tower and look around before I log out. Oh, oops. Might help if I went to my other desktop. Send the crash report and restart. And we're back. Hello. Hello. Oh, we're gonna play that game. This isn't working now. Okay. You. I haven't had to use these utilities in a while. Pop the game. We're here. Okay. Something happened to my desktop plus and I can't access it anymore. Oh, now I can access it. Ah, well, we're almost done. You're not supposed to be square. You're supposed to be rounder. Rounder. I gotta change my view distance. Like the level of detail. So it looks like this from further away. We're home. We made it home. We're at the stairs. Woohoo. Really gotta pretty these things up. Ugly stone, dirt, and ores protruding everywhere. It's just nasty.
Blind Neil. I wish my eye would let me do VR.
I mean, if you can move your eye to see the whole screen, you'd be able to do the VR. Because it's not like 3D, where you need the blue on one eye and red on the other.
I've been seeing 2D in a 3D world for a couple years.
It'd probably screw you up, actually.
Blind Neil. LOL.
Yeah, it's not like these are like the old 3D stuff. Or, where you needed a blue on one eye and a red on the other. It probably just looked like the real world to you, other than the gimmicky graphics. Hey, we're here. Okay. Let's take a look around and see what we can see. Ah, I didn't really succeed in doing much now, did I? There we go. So there. That's about what I gotta do. Geez, is that a mountain up in the distance there, or is that oh, it's the sky. I'm like, look at all these huge mountains, and there's this mountain up here. So I got a little bit of spot to fill in there. Maybe next time I'll take off in that direction. Okay, let's change this to invincible. Still quite unnerving looking down.
Blind Neil. Yell Geronimo and jump. Blind Neil. LOL.
That's what I usually end up doing. I guess I can put you guys together, seeing as aren't you the same? Thought so. You know, I can put everything in its own chest. Okay. Let's drop the sand here. I'll make some glass out of that tomorrow. Unless I'm playing something with twisted steel.
Blind Neil. PlayStation Tomb Raider swan diving off high places, hee hee.
Oh, how many times? How many times did we make her break her neck at the bottom of that waterfall? Ah, the memories. That was also something I was hoping to be able to do in the VR version, was to... And then crunk. Just crumple on the ground. Okay. Oh, I got to have a little bit of fun today. Got a little bit of building done, got a little bit of exploring done. So at this point, I'd like to thank Blind Neil and Mermaid Lullaby for joining me for the stream. Everybody else who watches and watched, thank you all as well. We'll be back tomorrow. Not exactly sure if I'll be on this game or if I'll be on something else. Depends who's up for multiplayer. Anyway, until tomorrow, everybody have a good night.
Mermaid Lullaby. I even got some chores done.
Yeah, chores. Have a good night, everyone.